I was off today, so I decided to do a whole chicken. So I just got it washed up, and I'm going to dry it real good and trim all the excess skin or fats or anything like that that I don't want to eat off of it. Then I'm going to put some onion powder on it, some garlic powder, some soul food seasoning, some paprika, and some lemon pepper seasoning. I'm going to pat that in real good and then turn it over and put all that same stuff on the other side. We like to use a lot of seasonings to make sure it's going to taste good. Now I'm going to take an onion and I'm going to put half of it in the chicken, and then I'm going to cut the rest of it up and just put it down in the crock pot around the chicken. Then I'm going to cook that on low for about 6 or 7 hours. And I got my small crock pot out and put me some baby limas. I call them butter beans. I put some Hardin's Red Label, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some chicken bouillon, and some of my ham. Then I just added water, turned it on high, and left to go pick up Caden and take him to the doctor. Tell him what you're doing at the doctor's office.
I'm getting a Tdap shot for 6th graders at my school.
Are you excited?
Terribly not.
Terribly not?
I hate shots. They freak me out.
But are you going to be a man?
I'm going to close my eyes the whole time.
It's going to be one here and one there. You okay with that?
Yeah, I just hate shots. I'm going to close my eyes the whole time. Was that supposed to be numbing?
No.
Don't tell me when it goes in.
Okay. You ready? Ready? 1, 2. Oh.
It stings for like a split second.
I told you.
Survive. You ready?
Don't tell me.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you told me not to tell you. All right, that's it for that. That's it.
Right after you put the Band-Aid on, this one started stinging
Started
again.
burning a little bit more.
Well, what'd you think?
Still scary, but once the first one got done, I didn't really.
Good. He did so good, didn't he? Y'all, look, when I got home, I realized I didn't even turn that small crock pot on, and I was ready to go ahead and start cooking everything else. So I just put my beans over into the Dutch oven, put them on high, and I'm going to let them cook stovetop. Got me some potatoes peeled. I'm going to cut them up, get them washed off real good. We're going to have mashed potatoes. I'm also going to make some gravy to go over the mashed potatoes and the chicken. So once I got the potatoes washed off, I went ahead and put them on the stove and added just a little bit of salt. And I'm going to start on the gravy. A couple tablespoons of butter. This is what the chicken's looking like. It looks and smells so good. I'm going to use some of the broth that it's made to make this gravy. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of flour to that butter. I'm going to cook it for a few minutes and let that flour taste get out of it. You got to stay with your gravy. You can't leave it sitting too long. I added some of the chicken broth from the crock pot, and then I'm going to just keep adding some and just keep stirring it in little by little. I added several of those big spoonfuls of that broth that I made from the chicken directly, and then I finished it off with a little bit of water because I wanted to save some of that broth, because once I pull that chicken off the bone, I want to have some of that broth to put it back over into. Here I am fishing out that little onion that I accidentally put in there. I put it back in the crock pot. But once you get your gravy to the right consistency, you can just turn it on low or even turn it off, but just stir it occasionally. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the chicken from the crock pot, and I'm going to pull all the bones out of it. That's the little bit of broth that I wanted to save and put the meat back into. Look how the meat is just falling off the bones. Like this whole little leg, just bone pulled right out of it. So I'm going to speed the video up so I don't bore y'all, but basically I'm just deboning this whole chicken, and I'm putting the meat back over into the crock pot with those juices. Give it a good stir. Make sure that good seasoned chicken broth is all over every bite. That's what it's looking like, and of course I could not quit tasting it. It was so delicious. Now that my potatoes are fork tender, I went ahead and started them. Y'all have seen me do these 100 times. I put about a half a stick of butter, a good amount of mayonnaise, some salt and pepper. I ran out of pepper. I had to go get my other one. You just go mash it up, or you can use a hand mixer. But once they're mashed up, when you start stirring it with a spoon, if it's not real smooth and you can't tell that it's real smooth, you need to add more mayo and then stir it again. Now everything's done and we're ready to eat. So this is me fixing my plate. I got me some mashed potatoes. I'm going to put some chicken right on top of them and then top it off with that chicken gravy that we made. Oh my goodness, this was delicious. And I'm going to go ahead and get me some butter beans. I usually like cornbread if I have any sort of beans, but I went ahead and just did some Sister Schubert's today. I love you. Stay classy.